What's up everybody? Welcome back to the Fayze Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan, aka DJ Fayze, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of the smallest and most portable DJ controllers on the market right now, and that is the Numark DJ2GO2. Before we dive in, I would love if you'd subscribe to the channel. It'd be awesome to have you here for all of the future reviews I'm going to be doing, as well as following me on Instagram at DJ Fayze, F-A-Y-Z-E. But without any further ado, let's dive into the review. All right, so before we take an in-depth look at kind of all the features on this, let's talk about why someone might want a Numark DJ2GO. As you can tell by its small size, this probably won't be your main DJ mixer, and I'd actually advise against it. It'd be really tough to mix well on one of these at every one of your events. However, I think there's two circumstances where you would want to own something like this. The first being if you're just going to go out and DJ a house party, you're going to hang out with your friends, you want to mix some music. This is awesome to throw in a backpack. People also prepare their DJ sets on airplanes with this. It's really nice to just be able to whip this out and do a little bit of tactile DJing anywhere and everywhere. I think the bigger reason people are going to buy these though, and the reason I bought one, is as a backup controller. I always am kind of nervous what would happen if my DDJ-SX went down that I mix on from Pioneer. I have an iPad, but it would be really tough to do my mixing as well as I can on my SX without some kind of knobs and jog wheels and faders. Now, this is by no means the same as a DJ-SX. It's still very stripped down and still very small. However, this kind of bridges the gap for me between mixing on a touchscreen and mixing on a full-size controller. I still get a little tactile feel and a little bit more of a hands-on experience with my mixing, while at the same time not taking up too much space for a piece of gear that I probably won't ever use, and I hope I don't ever have to use. I hope my DDJ-SX is fine in all circumstances, but it's nice to know that I have this. Now let's move over to the review table and take a closer look at the features and what's included with the Numark DJ2GO. All right, so let's take a look at the mixer itself. Now this follows your standard like 2 decks and a mixer format, albeit a very stripped down version of that. So on the left and the right, you're gonna have identical decks with a pitch fader. Now this is very short, and that definitely makes pitch adjustments tough. Luckily, if you are inclined to use the sync button, you'll find that down here as well. There's also a cue button and a play pause button, just like you'd find on any other DJ controller. You'll have a jog wheel here. This functions as a search feature and is kind of like a vinyl mode when the track is paused. When you play the track, this functions only as a speed bending or a pitch bending wheel, okay? So once the track's playing, you can't touch it and stop the track. You can only use this to speed up or slow down the track momentarily. Once the track is stopped, it again functions as a vinyl thing. Not that you're going to be using these like 1.5-inch wheels to do any scratching, but I just wanted to let you know. Next to the wheel, you're going to find these 4 function buttons here. These are similar to other DJ controllers. They can function in a variety of ways. You adjust the mode of these 4 buttons via the pad mode button right here. The first option is cues, so you can have 4 hot cues. One more click of the pad mode button will take you to auto loop. So this can be like a 1-bar, 2-bar, 3-bar, or 4-bar auto loop. Clicking pad mode again will take you to manual looping mode. So there can be an in and an out and a reloop and an exit. And then clicking the pad mode one more time will take you to your sampler. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 sample buttons. Similar to other DJ controllers, albeit these buttons do not feel near as nice as a DDJ-SX or any other high-end controller. They're very clicky and cheap and plasticky feeling. Again, $79, don't get your hopes up. Above the pads, you have a headphone button, or more accurately, your cue button. So if you want to listen to this deck in your headphones, click that button and it'll send it to your headphones. The right deck follows the same layout with a pitch fader, jog wheel, play, pause, cue, sync, 4 function buttons, and then a headphone button to send it to your headphones. In the middle, you've got a crossfader. Definitely not loose or nice feeling at all. Very kind of stiff and plasticky. Not going to be doing a lot of intense scratching or mixing on this. Again, this is a backup option. Up at the top, you've got this jog wheel. This is your browse wheel for your library. If you click it, you can jump back to folders. Click it again, you'll jump forward to tracks. You've also got load buttons to the left and right to put a song on each deck. The other knobs up here at the top are your master level, so this is your main volume. Then you've got individual level controls for each deck. And then you've got a cue level for your headphones. So you can access a lot of features on this. Despite being very small and very stripped down, anything a normal DJ would need to perform will probably be on here. Now, the biggest omission, the thing that I found toughest, is that there are no EQ knobs. So I do a lot of mixing where I'll take the bass out of this track as I bring the bass in on this side and fade across, right? So I take bass out and put bass in a lot, and I found it was really tough to mix without that functionality on here. So that's something to keep in mind. If you use your EQ knobs a lot, you'll have to learn and adapt to not having those available. Again, as a backup option, not too big of an issue. Let's take a look at the backside now. Ta-da! There is nothing on the backside. Your inputs and outputs are actually going to be on the side. Now on this side, oh, it's so hard to see. This says main, and it is a 3.5 millimeter, I don't even know if you can see that, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack output. So let me move these off to the side. In the box, you're going to get a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack to RCA cable, right? So this is going to be your main output to your sound system. This is going to go in here, and you're going to plug your RCAs into your sound system or mixing board or what have you. On the other side, you have your USB input, which is going to be really tough to see, black on black, but it takes a standard USB cable you'd use in any DJ controller. So from that micro USB or mini USB to a USB 2.0 for your computer. And then there is the headphone input, also a 3.5 millimeter jack. You can cue on this mixer, which is fantastic. Now, one of the biggest bonuses, the biggest upsides of this little mixer is that it has a sound card built in. Most small DJ mixers, budget DJ mixers, do not have a sound card, which means you can't just pipe audio through this out to your headphones and out to your sound system. It has to be processed by the computer. This has it built in. So that means you don't need anything but this controller and your software to start DJing. You have a main output, you have a headphone output, all right here ready to go. You don't have to buy an additional audio interface, which is fantastic. The sound card is built into the unit. And that pretty much sums up the Numark DJ2GO. It's small, compact, simple to operate, and works fantastically for what it's aimed for, which would, I would say, be backup or a first DJ controller or something to mess around with at a house party with your friends. All right, so that was a quick look at the Numark DJ2GO. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I would love to have you around for all of the future reviews, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and follow me on Instagram at DJFayze, F-A-Y-Z-E. If you want to pick up one of these guys, I'm going to include a link in the description so you can go and purchase one for under $100. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.